everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Manahli Morjawali. I am a student of Rehan School, Girangi campus. So, today we are excited to speak with Jams, the entrepreneur behind CBD2 Win. Jam's impressive background includes serving as a drill, sergeant, and MP instructor in the U.S. Army Reserve, where he developed strong leadership and discipline. Transitioning from military service to the business world, Jam brings a unique perspective to his entrepreneurial endeavors. In this interview, uh, I will explore his journey, the challenges he's overcome, and the lessons he's learned along the way. So, join me as I discover the story of Jams and his path of military service to successful entrepreneurship. So, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
Thank you very much. I'm very well. Thank you very much. I'm very well.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for giving me your precious time, first of all. So, before moving on questions, can you please introduce yourself for my viewers?
Sure. My, my name is James Saunders. I have lived in the United States, in Nevada, since 2020, January 2020. I have been married since October of 2020, and I have four adult children ranging in age from 25 to 44. Um, I am 66. I am 66 years old, and I came back in the military at the age of 47. It was unheard of for anybody to ever do that. But I came back in the reserves um, on two waivers, and I was successfully able to come back in the Army after being out of the Army for 9 years. And now I don't work for anybody. I am retired. I'm an entrepreneur, and that is my life. I'm very happy.
All right, that's really wonderful. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful introduction. So, now let's move on to questions. My first question is on your screen. Can you tell us about your journey from being a drill sergeant and MP instructor in the U.S. Army to becoming an entrepreneur at CBD2 Win?
Well, I first joined the Army as a military policeman, as a military police dog handler. Later on, I had the opportunity to become a drill sergeant because it was going to enable me to be promoted to receive higher pay and a higher rank if I did that, which is what my decision was. Becoming involved in the military taught me the ability to uh, have a structured life, a organized life, a a life that was able to make plans, and they were able to they were able to come to pass. I have not ever always done everything perfectly, obviously, but the decisions I made have enabled me to now be in a position where I don't have to worry about much.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your journey. Now let's move on to next question. My next question is for you. What inspired you to venture into the CBD industry, and how has your military experience influenced your approach to business?
basically, I became involved with the CBD industry from a friend of mine who has multiple sclerosis as I do. I've had multiple sclerosis since about November 2010. And what I understood, I had a very limited understanding about what CBD did. But what I did know is that CBD reduces inflammation. And as you get older, not you, because you're a youngster, but as you get older, you get you can get inflammation. Your bones and joints will have problems because you may do things. When I entered the military, I caused damage to my body when I came back in because I came back in at the age of 47. So I worked very hard. But anyway, the same friend asked me if my company that I was involved in, because I was an entrepreneur of another company at that time, he asked me if the company that I was involved in sold CBD, and it didn't. I told him it didn't share CBD. So, but then I joined another company. Are you still there? Hello? I don't see the other person on the screen anymore. What happened?
Hello?
Oh, I don't see her anymore. I'm still on the screen, but she's not.
Signal, maybe signal. You know, you're calling in Asia, so it's far.
But I'm going to leave and come back.
You're redial.
I'm so sorry, sir, for the internet disconnection.
I understand.
So, can I ask questions again?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. So, now let's again start our interview. Here is my question on the screen. What are some of the biggest challenges you have faced as a self-employed entrepreneur, and how have you overcome them?
Some of the biggest challenges I faced as a entrepreneur and how I overcame them was being organized and realizing that I needed to be consistent. Many times, many people can be successful if they merely continued, but people have a tendency to quit far too easily. When stuff gets tough, when circumstances become hard, it's easy for them to quit. And when they quit, they cannot realize their dreams.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. Um, how do you leverage your discipline and skills acquired from your time in the military in your current business operation?
Basically, I leverage my discipline and skills I acquired because I learned how to be consistent. I learned how to work hard and be consistent. And over time, working hard and being consistent and habits, developing habits. See, we have a habit of being consistent, or we can have a habit of being inconsistent. If you develop a habit of being inconsistent, you will realize very little. But if you develop a habit and a skill set of being consistent, you can realize your dreams and your goals.
Yes, you're right. Be consistent is very important. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable answer. My next question is for you. What are some hobbies or activities you enjoy outside of your professional life?
Basically, I enjoy the hobbies and activities I enjoy um, outside of my professional life. I enjoy bodybuilding. I enjoy reading. I enjoy looking at YouTube videos, very informative YouTube videos that exercise my mind and impact my ability to do more.
All right, fantastic hobbies. Thank you so much, sir, for your sharing your fantastic hobbies. And now let's move on to next question. My next question is for you. How do you stay motivated and maintain your well-being amidst the challenges of entrepreneurship?
Well, first of all, I have to stay motivated because I'm always motivated. And quite frankly, motivation is a poor substitute for inspiration. If you inspire me, I always stay motivated. But no one can motivate another person. Because if the other person, for whatever reason, can't motivate you, then you have an excuse not to do. What if you, for example, you wake up one day and you say, you know what, I really don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing this today. Then you won't prosper. You won't be able to produce because you're waiting for somebody or something to motivate you. My understanding is you are to do what you can do even when you don't feel like it. Because when you do it, even when you don't feel like it, you can still um, obtain the desired goal.
Yes, you're right. Thank you so much for your answer. So, who has been a significant influence or mentor in your life, and what lessons have you learned from them?
Probably the most significant influence that has happened in my life is a gentleman by the name of Robert Hollis. You can even Google him. He's that good. Um, Not just financially. Yeah, he makes a lot of money, but his approach to dealing with other human beings is monumental. He loves everybody. He converses and treats everybody with respect. And I've mostly learned to read what he reads, do what he does, and be consistent and don't quit because more often than not, it's doing that enables me to achieve my goals.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your answer. So, what are some core values that you live by, and how have they shaped your life?
Some of the core values that I live by and they shape my life is always knowing that I can do more, always believing in myself, being driven, never quitting, such that um, my wife, she saw something in me. One day she called me and she said, it would be okay. This is before we became boyfriend and girlfriend. She said to me, would it be okay if I came by your residence because I like how you conduct yourself. I like how you carry yourself. Your mind, you just think so highly of people. Maybe I could learn from you how to be better. And because I did that, because I was able to do that, I influenced her to be better. Such that she even decided to marry me, you know, because I was different.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your answer. So, can you share a pivotal moment in your life that significantly changed your perspective?
The most, probably the most pivotal moment in my life was after my second marriage. Many people don't would never get married four times. Four times. But what I found with that was me being able to accept responsibility, to take responsibility, and to not blame. Because many of us, when things don't go right, we are quick, very quick, to want to blame somebody else, something else. Surely is the cause of my problems. And we look to find fault with someone else when in fact we need to take responsibility for it all. We need to accept responsibility. And when I learned how to accept responsibility, my life changed. Things began to happen for me, not to me.
All right, thanks so much for your answer. How has your family influenced your journey and person you will become?
Basically, my youngest children, they're 25 and 27 now. When I came down with multiple sclerosis, I said to myself, I was in the process of divorcing their mother. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I got multiple sclerosis. how in the world am I going to impact my children now? What can I teach them now? So one of the first things I did was I was reading a book called The Compound Effect. I say again, the name of the book was The Compound Effect. And I told them many parents might give their kids books to read, but I did something different. I actually told them, I gave them some paper to write on. And I said, you're going to read each chapter of the book because I believe this book will help you. And by the way, at the end of each chapter, you're going to write down what you learned and how the chapter would go on to affect your life. So, what I learned was teaching my children my legacy, helpful habits. And by doing that, it made them more responsible and made me feel more responsible.
All right, great. So, what piece of advice or a quote that has always stuck with you?
Piece of advice that I would be able to give, or a quote that has always stuck with me, is to take responsibility for who you are and what you are, and to want success for other people more so than yourself. Because if you want success more for other people, you will have success.
Absolutely right. Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. If you could make a significant change in the world, what would it be?
If, if I could make a significant change to the world, my change would be it is that we all come together, we all listen to one another. Far too many people are too busy talking. They don't listen. They haven't learned to listen. If they learned to listen, they might have fewer disagreements. They might have fewer problems. But because they don't listen, they misinterpret what a person says or what a person is.
Yes, right. So, what is your favorite book, movie, or TV show? And why does it resonate with you?
My most favorite book is it's called The 10X Rule. It's about doing a task. You might think doing something one time might be good enough, but the book talks about doing things 10 times more than what you believe. For example, you might believe if I call one person, that might be enough. But the book is telling you to call 10 people. You might decide to do 10 minutes of exercise. The book is telling you to do 100 minutes of exercise. You might decide to meditate for 10 seconds. The book will tell you to meditate for 10 minutes. It's a way of doing things. It resonated with me because it was a way of doing things to achieve a desired effect. And I thought, I learned that I needed to work more, to do more, to experience more. That's the book that most resonated with me, the 10X Rule.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for your answer. Lastly, what advice would you like to give for my viewers?
The advice I would like to give to your viewers is like this young lady. She's interviewing me, she's listening, and she's learning. Your job as a viewer is to seek out someone that's doing what you want, what you love to do. Follow a person that is doing what you love to do and find the best person that is doing what you love to do and copy them.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your remarkable journey with us today from your disciplined military service to your innovative ventures in the CBD industry. Your story is truly inspiring. Your experience and insight offer valuable lessons on resilience, adaptability, and the power of embracing new opportunities. We wish you continued success with CB. D2 Win and all your future endeavors. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. So thank you so much, sir, again for giving me your precious time.
You're very welcome. You've been the delight. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Bye bye.